What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live to break down the upcoming 7-gamer for NBA DFS. I'm on my phone. I'll be back home tomorrow, which that'll be good. I can get the whole setup back and ready to go. I'm excited to break down the slate, though. Before we begin, hit the like button for me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's been a ton, as y'all know. And also, the announcement is, like I was posted on Twitter, that I'll be doing WWE content, so I'm pretty excited about that. The wrestling aspect is what I definitely like. But this is for the 7-gamer for NBA DFS. So let's dig in. Detroit and Brooklyn. So starting off, let's start with Brooklyn. James Harden, he's been pretty pretty well. I mean, he's been doing is running the point. His stats are definitely there. The two-way guard's definitely there. I like James Harden up top. There's going to be a ton of payoff options though for the slate, so definitely keep in mind for that. Kyrie under 10K, definitely on my radar. Bruce Brown, 5'6". It's hard to get to him, but I could definitely see why you want him. Revenge game narrative also. The rest of the Nets not really on my radar. Looking at Detroit, Jeremiah Grant going to be the key guy, plus Plumlee with no Blake Griffin, so those two guys stand out to me. Josh Jack's not really on my radar. Sadiq Bey could get a little bit of extra run, so I don't mind looking at him because I have no Blake Griffin. Other than that, there's not really much I want. Like I said, Sadiq Bey could see more minutes with no Dennis Smith Jr. also. That could bump up Saban Lee possibly at 3-5, so definitely keep an eye on that. Toronto and Charlotte. On the Toronto side, Kyle Lowry definitely stands out. No Van Fleet, no Siakam, so definitely keep in mind those two guys. Looking at Norm Powell, I love him. 7-3, him and Lowry are going to be the two key pieces of this offense for Toronto. We could see more run for possibly Terrence Davis or Stanley Johnson. Those are two bare minimum plays that we could see start, so definitely keep an eye on who starts. I don't mind me some Boucher either. Looking at Charlotte, there's not much I want on this team. LaMelo Ball is way too overpriced for me. No Terry Rozier, with Gordon Hayward and Devontae Graham back. There's just not much I want. Maybe some Cody Zeller, possibly. I wouldn't mind getting to him, but other than that, there's not much I want. Milwaukee and Washington, on this Washington team, I'm not taking a lot of pieces of this team because of the Milwaukee defense. They definitely hold guys accountable. So there's not a lot I want on this Washington team, like I was saying, especially with all the pay-up options. So I'm kind of staying away from this team in general. On the Bucks side, I do like me some Drew Holiday at 6'5". It's a great price tag. Giannis at 11,000, one of the top pay-up options, of course. I'm not getting too much Chris Middleton. Brolo, we can see him at 4-7. I don't mind him in this matchup. And that pretty much wraps it up for this game. Sacramento and Atlanta. So looking at this game, Trae Young, 9-8. Again, he's in play, but I don't really like him compared to the other pay-up options. Clint Capella, great matchup for him. I think he's in this match here. I love him. I love me some John Collins at 6'5". Any other guys on this team, just not really for me. Tony Snell, I wish he was out of the starting lineup, but we're going to get him once again. On the Kings, Darren Fox, 9-2, not a bad price for him. I like him. I like Harrison Barnes, 6'8". Halliburton, 6'2", not a bad price for him at all. Bogdanovich on the Atlanta team, I forgot the revenge game narrative, but could look to him with no minutes limit, so certainly a viable salary saver. Portland and Minnesota. So Damon Lillard up top for Portland, 10-7, kind of hard to get to. I don't really like that price tag. I can get the Luka or I can get the James Harden. And this Cancer, definitely a play though at 7-2. I like the matchup for him. I like the matchup from Rocco. 5-6 is a great price tag for him. And that pretty much wraps up for that team. With no Jordan McLaughlin on the Wolves, we can go back to a guy like Noel, 4-6. That's a high price tag for him, yes, but I definitely do like it. With no Beasley and with no D'Angelo Russell, we could look to Karl Anthony Towns, of course. He's a top half option. Anthony Edwards, I like his price tag. He's going to be a viable part of this offense. Ricky Rubio at 5-7. I do like a lot of this Minnesota team. Indiana and the Suns. Sabonis 9-5, just a man in my opinion. I'd rather get to Brogdon. Karis LeVert's a little overpriced for me coming in this first game back with a minutes limit, so definitely keep an eye on that. On FanDuel, he's crazy cheap at like 3-5, so that's definitely a huge price difference between the two sites. Miles Turner not really for me. No TJ McConnell. Maybe some Doug McDermott 4-7 if he starts once again. Maybe. On the Sun side, though, Booker, he is probable now, so that bumped him up. 7-9's not a bad price tag. I'd much rather get to Chris Paul, though. DeAndre Ayton, good matchup for him. And Jay Crowder, 4-7, if he does start once again, he's a value play. And Kaminsky started, but he only played about 10 minutes, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Dallas and Denver, I love me some Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray had an awful shooting day last game, but I think he can bounce back here. MPJ, not really for me. Will Barton, 5'2", always a salary saver. Monty Morris, if he starts, always a salary saver once again. On the Mavs side, Luka Doncic and Zingas, I'd much rather get the Luka. Zingas is not really a good matchup for him. Brunson, I mean, he looked good, but that was with everybody else out, so not really for me. Hardaway is not a bad price tag. So that pretty much wraps up the slate for us, guys. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to my channel. It's been a ton, as y'all know. And have a great and safe rest of your day.